2005 was an amazing year for daytime. But you know what? 2006 looking even better. So here to reveal what's coming up on all your favorite soaps is talent manager Michael Bruno and Soap Opera Weekly columnist Mimi Torchin. Welcome back to the show, guys. Great to see you guys.
All right.
Michael, let's get into it.
I'm ready.
2006. Let's start with All My Children.
All right. Well, I'm just hoping there's going to be a lot better in 2006 than there was in 2005 because I was really bored by All My Children this year. I just have to tell you. I mean, I adore Cameron Matheson. I think he is a god from heaven, but it was just too much Ryan, okay?
Yeah.
And I want more romance. Where's the romance on All My Children?
Yeah. Michael, is there a breakout star to expect from All My Children this year in 2006?
The breakout star, I think, period, not only in daytime, is Levin, who plays Lily. You know, this...
I love her.
This girl, is she staying with the show? Because she's got another show going now,
She's got a show where they're working around it. But this is, you know, you don't find 16-year-olds that are beautiful that can act.
Yeah.
You just don't. They should be putting their money on her because they will lose her. And she does need to go when she's up. You know, Jennifer Finnegan, the people are getting work. She's much younger than Jennifer. She's a breakout star. The other couple that I like on that show, because I agree that there's no romance, is Crystal and Adam.
And Adam? Yeah. David Canary, Bobby Eats,
It's the same story. I mean, it's classic soap. It's Palmer and Opal. I mean, it's the same thing.
It's a novelty couple. I kind of think of them as a novelty couple, but they do spark together. You know, Crystal with a K and Adam Chandler is a very funny combination.
Let me just say one thing before we go to the next show. There is someone coming back to the show that is going to infiltrate everybody in January and really shake up things.
Oh.
Really?
All right, what about Young and the Restless?
Well, I love Victoria, Brad, and Sharon. Love them.
Interesting. Okay.
I love them. I think they're great. You know, it's interesting because Amelia Heinley's my client, and she's so not Heather Tom. It's the reason she got it. They wanted a more broken, romantic, sexual lead. And I think those three are great together.
I'll tell you what I find very interesting. I happen to love, and I don't know if it's Shanae or Shane Lawson who plays Yolanda. And I think she's a really fantastic actress. And I think the potential triangle between Drew, Neil, and it looks like something's happening between Yolanda and Neil. I think that that's something from left field that could really end up being fantastic. And I want more Victor and Nikki.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting. And while we're at it, can we get Shamar Moore back for a little bit too?
That's okay with me too. But there's a lot of people there that are already we're not getting enough of that are fantastic stars.
Yeah, the show's in a little bit of rough water over there, and they know it. So I think you're going to be seeing some changes over there. I think so. I mean, everybody's in rough water. They need to beef up that more 25 to 35 kind of Melrose Place cast. The cast is getting older. It doesn't mean that you got to put them on an iceberg somewhere and get them out of town. But you do need to pump up your next generation.
Also, I just want to say, I think Greg Rickard is being wasted right now.
Yeah, I thought
he's so talented.
He's got that post-Emmy, ugh.
They don't know what to do.
Yeah, but they need to give Kevin back his bite.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, he's being wasted.
All right, let's move along. How about My Old Haunt, Days of Our Lives?
Wow.
Okay.
They're trying, you know, always the problem with Days, as you know, is that it's too campy, it's too much. So the immediate fix is to go towards Young and the Restless, to go more relationship, generational.
Well, and they're always the best at super couples.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they are bringing back, you know, they're bringing back favorites. They're really trying very hard.
Austin, Carrie.
You know, they're trying to court the lost audience, and I think that's a very smart thing to do. But I think we need to get John and Marlena back together again. I mean,
well, it looks like they're going to head that way.
Maybe,
Just made out the other day.
You know.
Any scoop?
I have scoop for you. There's a huge death coming on this show. This is what I was talking about, the Young and the Restless.
Bigger than killing the entire cast?
Yeah.
Very good point.
A real death on the show.
Oh,
you know,
thank
not
you.
one of these, we think they're dead and they're really not.
Somebody who
which could break up one of their biggest super couples on the show for good. Heard it here first. So
wow.
I don't believe it. Nobody ever stays dead on
daytime. That's true. All right, now we're going to move on to Guiding Light. First of all, what are the big stories to watch this year on Guiding Light?
First of all, let me just say that Guiding Light has done something so insane. The show's not doing very well, so they got rid of all their popular characters. Hello?
Well,
wake up. What is
Because they're
that
on the
all
bubble,
about?
aren't they?
There is a lot of cast changes there, too.
Yeah, and you do not get rid of couples like Danny and Michelle. You don't get rid of people that people love and are invested in. But I think think if they concentrate a lot on Jonathan and Tammy, I think that they should get married. I think that it should really be the town scandal, and I think that
Because they're cousins, you're saying.
they're cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, royalty has been doing it for years. Big deal. Centuries, royalty has been marrying each other. They're not only half cousins. And I also would like to see Harley be a cop again. This Spalding stuff, I just can't take it. And I think they should bring Grant Alexander back. I think Philip should come
I hear
back.
he's coming back, though.
Yeah.
The rumor is he's coming back,
what
Grant
I hear.
Alexander.
Rumor is the character is coming back. Oh. And I give them kudos to hiring a replacement for Laura Wright that wasn't a name. Mm-hmm. It was a really strong decision to do that because you don't do that in the situation they're in.
Those were big
Part of the
shoes to
reason
fill.
that these shows immediately cast stars is that you immediately get a cover of Soap Opera Weekly. One Life to Live star joins GL.
Of course.
When you hire an unknown, Joe Schmo gets it, it's somewhere in the magazine.
Yeah.
So they get that immediate press. Maybe there's fans from the show that watched them before.
They have an audience
However,
that carries over.
I gotta say, this Nicole Forrester
I like her.
is really good.
Oh,
Yep.
good.
And
I
she
like
was
her.
up against Cynthia Preston
Oh, really?
from
Who I
GH.
adore.
Who's an
and
incredible actress,
Nancy Valen, who was also from Ryan's Hope and from Baywatch. And they went with an unknown.
We got to move on to Passions. Passions.
Bring back Precious.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
want
not
the
good.
orangutan.
That is not good.
You know?
You know who they need to bring back? Galen Garrick. That's who they need
Yes.
to bring back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it-
Galen's coming back.
back.
And they need to let Sheridan and
interesting. I didn't know he was
Louise
coming back.
have their love and their life and their
Yeah.
marriage for a little while. Also, I think Kathy Janine Doe is doing a fantastic job as Simone, and I want her to tell her family to go straight to hell. I want her to come out with such a vengeance that it doesn't matter what anybody says to her because they're really giving the kid a hard time.
Yeah, the big thing with Passions, the only really positive thing I need to say is that it's so multi-ethnic, so America.
That's great.
Of all the shows.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And the other big thing is Justin Hartley leaving is a huge loss. He was great with Fox and Kay. This kid is another Josh DeMille, and it's a big loss for them, but may be great for prime time.
Take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Mimi and Michael, so don't go away.
Coming up next, Michael and Mimi reveal who will be the breakout stars on One Life to Live and General Hospital.